What's going on, people? This is Shy Harris of the Rebel Society, and today I got a pretty dope video for you that I feel like you're going to enjoy. Before I get into that though, something I kind of want to just talk about. A couple weeks ago, I had a conversation with a friend who does branding, and she's a dope person. Shout out to Deanna. Shout out to Brand Smash Studio. If you need branding done, she's the person for you. She'll knock it out of the park. But when I actually had a conversation with her, it was more so like a therapy session, where we had a conversation about me being true to my brand, me actually living my brand. And to me, and when I say that, I mean of being a rebel, thinking outside the box. But while I was having that conversation with her, one of the things that I was battling, I felt like I had two sides that were like warring against each other. One side is being a rebel, thinking outside the box, doing things that people wouldn't consider the norm. But on the flip side of that is I got bills, I got responsibilities. This mortgage, comes every first. Got other bills, other responsibilities that I got to take care of. I have a family, I have a house. There's just a lot of other stuff I got to do. So with that, sometimes when I would think completely outside the box or have these wild ideas or say exactly how I feel, people would look at me different. And with that, they wouldn't want to spend their money with me. With that, I wasn't getting paid for gigs. And the things that I was saying or doing would be completely normal, but to the outside world, Rashad is wild and shit. Rashad is a wild dude. He just says whatever. I've heard that a couple times when I be like, I'm just saying general stuff that we normally have conversations with, things that we normally do. But a lot of people want to see you come out in, suits and, rocking a three-piece suit with your loafers, the hard bottoms, but that's really not my style. Don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted. I got a pretty decent suit game and I look damn good in the suit. So after having that conversation, it really got me to thinking, and actually after having that particular therapy session, me and my wife actually sat down and had a conversation about the therapy session. And pretty much you're just saying I'm battling these two sides because this entrepreneur is hard, so I'm kind of assimilating, which I hate assimilating. Like, I want to be my person. Being an entrepreneur is about, living and dying by your sword, and I was living and dying by somebody else's sword. So that gets me to these videos that I do. When I first started putting out videos, probably like first part of this year, late last year, I felt like I was copying too many people, or I wanted to be like too many people. Y'all saw the video that I did. I'll leave a card right here where it says I had to follow Gary Vee because I feel like I was taking too many of his principles and making them mine, or pretty much copying whatever he was going on, whatever he had going on. But with that as well, I was following YouTubers like Peter McKinnon, Creative Ryan, YC Imogen, Jacob Owens, and pretty much different people like that who I looked up to. I felt like who were doing great things, and trying to see what worked for them and see how I can do it. But a lot of them are just YouTubers. Like, they don't want to do the client work that I do. So it got me thinking like, why am I trying to put out content on YouTube when I'm not trying to be a YouTuber? My goal is to have a major agency that's kind of like killing it, that is killing it all over the country. So why am I trying to be a YouTuber? That's not what I want to do at all. So now it just got me to thinking, like, really I've been thinking a lot over these past couple of days and weeks. But it got me thinking, like, I really just need to be transparent with myself, be transparent with y'all, put out content that my particular audience wants to hear and wants to see. And when I say my audience, I'm not for everybody. I'm really just for the badass entrepreneurs, the rebels who wants to, who are competitive, who want to be number one in their particular industry and want to do it outside of the box. They don't want to wear suits. They don't want to do anything the norm. They don't want to do nothing basic. So now I have this phrase or this hashtag, no basic shit. So we're doing everything outside the box, everything outside the norm. If somebody else is doing it, we don't want to do it. So, no basic shit. Alright, so today's video, I just want to talk about something that I notice a lot of entrepreneurs who are starting out feel this way, which is something that I feel like just needs to be discussed real quick. And that thing is, one video or one piece of content is not going to save your business. Let me say it one more time. One video or one piece of content is not going to save your business. Most people feel like they just get the right video with the right people, with the right models, doing the right things, putting out by the right director, by the right cinematographer, in the right studio with the right clothes, that is going to change their career. And let me tell you, that shit does not happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all. I can't even think of where would people get this idea from that just one video would change your life. Maybe people thought about it like back in the early 2000s, the 90s, when one song or one video can change your life. But this is 2018, baby. It don't happen that way. I can't even tell you the last time anything happened that way. That's the crazy thing. Even the people that you feel like came up overnight, they still put in mad years, put out mad content, put out just mad shit. And then it kind of broke through after that, because people were still rocking with them after a while. So, with that being said, also too many people are just putting out dope pieces of content in 2018 on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where people are pretty much overloaded with content. So one piece isn't going to change your situation. You have to put out multiple pieces of content. You have to strategize. You got to come up with different stuff. Because the crazy thing is that once people start to get a name for themselves, your fan base is looking for somebody else to kind of take your place, because you got a little redundant on your theories, your concepts, your videos, your songs, all that in between. So people are looking for other people to kind of take your space or take your place. So with that, you always have to keep improving. You have to put out more stuff. You have to put out higher quality stuff with more stories. I've said this in another video, but you have to keep evolving and keep doing great things to kind of get your name out there. And then that is when these videos can start to change your life. Another thing people should really just pay attention to when it comes to putting out content is you need a strategy. Like I tell people, like, I'll give you strategy, I'll give you a strategy to kind of help your business. And people are like, well, I just need a video. But you really need that strategy. Like, the strategy is the thing that's going to take you just putting out a random video on a Sunday night when nothing is really popping, nobody's online, to putting it out on a random Thursday when something big is happening, where mad people are online, where the engagements are high. Like, don't put your videos out after 9, 10 o'clock. Like, people are not paying attention. People are going to sleep. So that's why I said you need strategy to kind of figure out what you need to put out before, to kind of prep people for your big video or big piece of content that you have coming out. You need to start conversations around it beforehand, so when you actually do put out your piece of content, people are already in the zone of being in this mindset of talking about sports or love or hair or whatever it is you're selling. People are already in the zone of kind of talking about that, engaging on that on your page. And on top of everything, people just are not impressed with putting out one piece of content. What are people actually impressed about is putting out dope pieces of content consistently. So not just, you've been killing it for 3 days on the gram. You actually have to be killing it for months and even sometimes years. Like, people need to see that consistent, you going in it, day in and day out, just flaming them with, great content about your business. That's going to lead to sales. That's going to lead to you actually building a brand, building a business that people can actually, put their name behind. There's a lot of people out here who are just starting out, who had like a popping first 2 months, and then they kind of fall off. And then you kind of trick people into, rocking with you. But I say all that to say, you have to be consistent with being dope out here. Like, if you want to build a strong name for yourself, you got to be consistent. You got to have a strategy behind whatever you're doing. You got to put your nose down and hustle to kind of make those dreams come true. One video, one piece of content, one picture is not going to do it. If you like this, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shy Harris. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up in my email at info@therebelsociety.com. I would tell you to subscribe and, like the video and share it and all that, but I really don't give a shit. So if you like this video, just shoot me a DM just saying, yo, I rock with what you got going on. Once again, it's Shy Harris, Other Rebel Society, and I'm out.
Yoga lame.